Tomorrow is a big game for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's talk about it here on the Blitz with Cowboys Executive Vice President and COO Stephen Jones joining us on the Buyers Barricades guest line. Stephen, I know it's a day before a game, and good news today with Brandin Cooks. What's the expectation for Brandin in the game tomorrow? Will he be on a pitch count, if you will?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you're working a guy back in after he's been out for as long as Brandin has, you ease him back into it. So yeah, there'll be we'll certainly keep an eye on his reps, and we've got a good group of receivers to go along with CD along with that. So we should be able to manage him well tomorrow.
We know, Stephen, speaking of CD Lamb, he said yesterday that he was banged up, and he did probably more banged up than anybody knew, but he was going to get out there and give it an effort. It's what's wrong with CD, and are you concerned with him?
No, I think it's just the wear and tear of, a season. And sometimes you get a little more, you get a few more things going on than normal, but than a normal season. But I think CD's going to, he's a competitor. He's certainly a very, tough guy, one of those tough guys who plays through most things. So, I don't think it's anything right now for us to be concerned about.
Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys joining us here on the Blitz. Cowboys, of course, on Sunday, that wild win at Washington. Then you get the traditional Thanksgiving Day game, the Giants coming in, and the fact that it's just a bizarre stat, Stephen. 0-5 this season. They're at AT&T Stadium. You go back to that playoff game, 0 for 2024. Does this game tomorrow, because of that, just getting a home win, does it put a little bit more onto this one?
I don't think so. Every game's big, and right now unfortunately we've got ourselves in a spot where, it's getting down to almost must wins to stay in the mix here, and but mathematically we are, and we're going to go out there and play hard, and hopefully the guys will cut and shoot, and we'll play well, and nothing more than we'd love than to get a win for our faithful fans there at AT&T, but. I wouldn't say there's, added pressure. I think it's just we got to go out and compete and execute and do the things it takes to win games. Obviously, starting with protecting the ball and getting the ball are at the top of the list. We did a good job of that against the Commanders, and it certainly paid off for us.
Stephen, when you look at that, the Giants kind of a tough team to figure out these days. You don't know who's going to start at quarterback. It looks like Tommy DeVito didn't make the trip with the Giants. He may not. Does that matter, or is it more about what you guys do?
I think it's more than anything matters to what we do. I mean, we'll obviously line up and go to work, and a lot of times, just like we do with Cooper versus what we might do with Trey Lance, you got some different wrinkles that go with that. But I know Jim will have this defense prepared. We're getting healthier. We've got a great chance to have Diggs out there with Bland and Jordan Lewis for the first time all year, and so that'll be a great thing for our defense. We've been getting healthier, and I think obviously if you've watched our games, the defense is playing at a higher level, and I expect them just to get better.
Well, and again, with the Giants game tomorrow coming off of a win, I guess the front offices, the Giants look like they are in full tank mode. And you guys, the Cowboys, have consistently said, no, we're not all about tanking. And is that, conversations, you can see one team trying to win and another maybe not trying to win because, as you said, mathematically, you look at the upcoming schedule, there's a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're in it to win it. And that's been Mike's mentality with how he communicates with our football team, and we're trying to win these football games and play the players that give us the best chance to win. And we'll be in full blown go get a W mode tomorrow, and hopefully we'll play well and get a second win. And obviously, as you mentioned, it would be great to get our first win at home for our fans.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stephen, Jerry said something the other day that kind of perked everybody's ears, that it wouldn't be crazy to think about Mike McCarthy coming back here. Most Cowboy fans, it seems like, thought maybe he's gone. When do you guys think about that, or is that something you're even thinking about now?
That's not even on our agenda right now. I mean, obviously, we think the world of Mike. He's been our coach here for 5 years. He's got an established record as a successful coach in the NFL, which is why we hired him. He's won a Super Bowl. He's been to several NFC championship games. He's got skins on the wall, and we think the world of Mike. And our thought process, as I just said, is to go win the next football game. That's what we're about right now, and we're getting healthier as a football team. And I think we're starting to execute better as a team, and I think good things are going to happen for us.
So no decision yet, and obviously how this team finishes will factor in a lot in whatever that final decision is.
Yeah, like I said, we're worried about the Giants tomorrow.
Worried about the Giants tomorrow. Now, it is Thanksgiving, and I know you're at work, and you guys work every Thanksgiving, but, Stephen, what is, like, your favorite side dish with the traditional Thanksgiving meal?
Oh, I like a little, at the end of the day, my mother and my grandmothers both had stuffing recipes, or we call it dressing recipes, and that's my favorite thing to go with the turkey is the dressings that go with it.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Stephen, appreciate you jumping on. Good luck tomorrow. Get that win at home.
Appreciate you guys. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Always enjoy you.
Happy Thanksgiving. Stephen Jones of the Cowboys here on the Buyers Barricades guest line, where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond online at buyersbarricades.com.